What's going on? We wonders. Well, I don't wonder. We wonders like you wonders. Like your Gollum. No offence, obviously. But I need to move the boat for water. I don't know. It's an old double-decker bus, vintage one. I don't know when it's going to run out. So I'm just sorting out the bike there so it doesn't interfere with the tiller. Fold it down. I don't know when it's going to run out, but I know it is. And it's in the next day or two. So I feel like it makes sense to pop down there, and I'll come back here because I'm still waiting for the central heating unit to get fixed. Still waiting for the repair. So yeah, I'll just come back here. I've got another week, I think, before I outstay my CRT welcome, so I'm okay there. So I think I'll leave the mooring chains on the bank down there, and I'll just untie, and I'll hope that when I return the spot's not taken. I mean, in theory I should be about 40 minutes filling the water. It depends how fast it is, but let's say 40 minutes ish. That'll fill the water. Panels are full of dust. About 10 minutes to acquire some coal, which I need. And should I take the chimney off? Like, I just don't think I'm going to need to worry about it because there's no bushes. I'm pulling over on that side, so there's nothing that can harm the chimney, you would think. Right, so what usually happens is the minute I cast off, a boat appears round a corner. So before I do cast off, I might as well check, seeing as it's only 50 yards. So that is quite narrow for two boats. Right, there is a boat coming as well. Just the one. Is there Armco there? It is a bit tight though. I was thinking whether I could moor opposite those boats, but this is a better spot. Have I got Armco here as well? Yeah, there's Armco here. I don't know whether two full-size boats will fit. Another one, my size boat, would probably fit on this stretch, and there is Armco. But I've trimmed all this and everything to stop the creepy crawlies. So I want this spot. I do know there's an ant's nest down there though. Normally I couldn't handle that because it's so close to that rope. They'd be all over the boat. But I put ant powder on the rope and it seems to be doing the trick. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to get the centre line off. I'm not going to do this thing I normally do of casting off the front and pushing it out. I'm going to wait. So I'm going to leave the centre line here on the floor, and I'm going to wait till I'm actually cast off. Sorry, wait till I'm untied before I come back. This is what, now this boat, this guy is going slow past me, but that's what it does. The back end rope's gone taut. This one's got taut. This is why you've got to tie your boat up tight, and or use those yacht fenders I use, because it's just, you just get bounced around badly. So I'm going to leave this mooring chain here. Now the great thing is about today, it's breezy as hell, 25 mile an hour cross breeze, but in this case the cross breeze is blowing me onto the bank, so it's holding the boat still. Now I'm tying up on that side, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Depends on where the wharf is. The wharf is just a few hundred yards down there. If their wharf is, if you go into it, some of them you drive in, then it could be on any side. But it's possible that their wharf is alongside. In many spots, you just pull up alongside. So it's like mooring lengthways on the canal itself. And that's what you hope for, really. That's just much easier. Right, so I think I can also let this off. And again, I want to keep the mooring chain in sight. Not so much inside, you know, available on the bank, so when I come back, if this space is still free, I'll be able to claim it. Now casting off took so long there that it's possible there is another boat who's emerged, so we'll see. Sort of, I avoided one, but I could easily go into another. So push off not too hard. The wind will go against that push, so I do need a little bit. It's these factors you've got to think about. So push off from the bank. There we go. Oh, great. Okay, so what we've got, I'm jumping off because what we've got is a boat coming. He's coming through that tunnel. I haven't got time to get across the cut, and it's too narrow here anyway, really, for manoeuvres. So I'm just going to wait. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have a hell of a job holding on to the boat, because his boat's going to cause suction and it's going to go everywhere. But it's much easier just to sit here, stand here and wait, than it would be to try and get across to the right side. I'd have to be on the far side of him. So I'm going to have to hold on now properly. I was just...
bought one of these from the marina, put it on there, and I've just lost it in the canal.
Always the way, innit?
I lost one in the marina, so the
Oh, mate. So, well, have a nice afternoon anyway. Take care. Right, so the boat's getting sucked back. What he's saying is he's just bought himself a lovely new hat out of the marina. Presumably the one I'm going to. So now we've got a bit more of an issue, because the boat's moved back and I've got to go through a load of bloody weeds and shit to get to it. But there we go. Right, let's go. Yeah, he's just lost his new hat, he was saying, the bloke. So, yeah, the only fly in the ointment for me is if this spot here is taken when I come back. So we'll just have to see. I reckon you might just get a few 50-footers in there. But the trouble is, there are some moorings on the other side. I'm not seeing much in the way of armco. And of course, you know, I've got to have armco if I'm going to moor. The wind is pushing me further over than I was intending, towards my left. So very nearly hit the bank. Yeah, there is armco here. I'm just looking along the length of the bank on the left. There is armco, so that's okay. Oh dear. So yeah, there's armco all along here. The only problem is there's more boats as well. So that looks okay though. Yeah, it's the more boats. You're down to a single boat passage through. Where I am. Past the bridge, 2 boats could pass. If I'm moored here, only 1 boat could pass. And that would, it can tend to invite some lively manoeuvres as people try and duck and dive. It is, it's good armco though. Not overgrown. But I'm better off out of sight. Nice little cruiser. Looks to be about 30 feet. From what I can see, it looks like the wharf where you pull up is over the way. So I'm going to go over there. Yeah, I think I can see a fuel pump. So that's where I'm headed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can see a diesel pump there. It's like a big green shed. So that's the official wharf, so that's good. It's empty. Let me see if I can find where the water point is. So there's quite a few GRPs in this. It's not a marina, is it? It's online moorings. There is a big marina further on. Now, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here because I've just got exactly the length of the wharf to play with and no more. So I'm going to have to end up doing some reversing. This is awful mess. But I'm actually going to reverse into the dock here and pull the boat in. Terrible, terrible docking technique. But it's always my sort of rule with docking and stuff, you know, wharves and these sorts of places. I always have a rule If I can just get the back end in, I'm generally okay. Sometimes backfires. Just need to see where the water tap is. And what's happening here is it's a super windy day, breezy, and the boat is blowing off the bank. So let's get it on. There we go. It's blowing off the bank already. So let's go and grab the front. Oh yeah, could I have 2 bags of coal, please? And some kindling as well. Sorry. I'll.
Might not have kindling.
No worries.
Help you out with the coal.
Yeah, no, that's. Sorry, matey.
Now you also have 2 bags of coal and kindling if you got it.
2, yes, please. Yeah. Well, 2. 1 of kindling if you've got it. To be honest. But you know, yeah. You have also got those things.
What's that?
Logs. They might do as a pinch.
Yeah.
You know, just sort of. It's just me.
Saying that, I've got some towpath talk. His newspapers. Oh, you've been looked.
Oh, nice one. That's a generous bag of kindling, sir. If I can, I wouldn't mind just a quick nose about. Oh, and do you know what can I also fill up? Is there a... Oh, shit, me thing. Ah. Oh, it's on the boat. It's okay.
You want some
Credit card. Sorry. Let me get my breath back. I beg your pardon. Right, diesel. Passed the fuel boat about a week ago. I've only cruised about 10 miles. I feel like it might not be worth you bothering. I mean, I don't mind, to be honest. I don't want to put you to any trouble, but it's worth a top up if.
If you want a top up.
Yeah, we'll go for a top up. It might only be.
So what are you thinking?
It might only be 5 or 10 litres. Yeah, could I have a quick sort of a nose about?
Of course, you go for it.
Little nose about the place. You know what I mean? Sorry. Filled it with water, and I'm now ready to head back. Oh, and I got some coal. Oh, coal! Got about the bloody coal. I've often wondered about one of these, but they to my fault, you see. As usual, it's in a little trolley, so I will just to get this on the roof. You can see the damage that the coal residue's done. Don't have that happening anywhere else on the roof, just on the middle where the coal is. So that's one job for the summer. But now I'll just get that on there. I might try and get a bag in. I wonder if I should try again now. I'll never squeeze it in there. What I'll do is I'll put it on the stern. It's a shame, in a way, to have to buy But do you know, I had a little bit of kindling left last night, and it's a massive bag, and I lit it and put it in the stove, and it made a difference. It was just nice and comfortably warm. It was comfortably warm in the cabin. There seems to be a flow. I'm just looking at the water. There we go. Right. There we go. So it's going to be fun, because what I'm going to try and do is get the boat over to the far bank there, and I'm going to try and tow it back to where I was, get moored up there again, because it's a pretty good spot, to be fair. So the boat's going to start drifting as soon as I let go, so I'm making sure there's no boats coming down there. So I'll cast off back. I don't mind the back swinging out a little bit. I can pull it back in if it goes too far. I've got a centre line, but I want to push the boat over anyway, because I want to end up with the boat on the far side of the cut. Now I could just drive forwards and do it, but you can see the back end of the boat. Back end of the boat's coming out. So me being on board here is a bit more, and I didn't get to push off, but it sort of doesn't matter. I'm just going into tick over reverse, and I'm hoping the wind carries on taking me away from these boats. I don't know if it's going to. No, don't know if it's going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive myself over. I didn't quite get the push off that I was looking for. That would have done it. But I can't hang about. It's a Saturday, so it's a busy day. It's a busy area. So I think just get the boat in. There's a spot very open up ahead opposite the marina where I could probably park, but the guy working on the central heating wants me to be near that bridge because he's got to carry tools. So here's what I'm going to do. A little bit of reverse, take the speed off the boat. Now the good news is the wind is going to keep pushing me onto this bank. And it's also pushing me against the direction I want to go. But at least I'm not fighting to pull the boat in. I think what I'll end up doing here is I'll end up doing a bit of reversing if I can. But I don't quite know. I don't know how well that's going to go, because it's very unpredictable, it's very windy. It's not just reversing's bad. Reversing in this boat is bad in a dead calm, to be honest. Reversing in, you know, in a wind, nightmare. So this is easy to do. It's about 400 yards to where I was. This is easy to do, so, and it's a nice little bit of exercise as well. So I think I'll just carry on doing this, and what I'll do is I'll face the direction of travel and see if I can pull it this way. The back end will tend to come out this will bring the stern in, but it's sort of doing it the hard way. So unfortunately I may be picking up some insects doing it this way as well, because I'm rubbing the boat against the bank. But no option. Boat swinging out again. I wonder if I could save myself some hassle by reversing. I don't know what it'll do. In theory, it tries to go over there where it's going, but the wind should be bringing it back. Let's see. No, it's not, is it? I'm going to have to go into forward gear to get the stern back round. There we go. If a boat appears, I don't quite know what I'll do, if I'm being honest. I'll just try and get into the bank as quickly as I can, I guess. Now it's doing the same thing. The back end is coming out too wide into the canal. I thought I'd get blown onto the bank here, and it's not happening. Right. I'm going to try reverse one more time, just see what happens. Just see what happens. If I can even get a couple of 100 yards, it's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah, swinging out the back end again. Every time I get the boat moving, it swings out. And let's see. Coco's gone cold, I think. Ugh. But yeah, the way it's going, unfortunately, as I'm going backwards, I'm going across the cut, and it just isn't going to work. Or at least it will, but it'll take ages. And you just know a boat's going to appear before too long. So it's sort of working. But as again, as soon as I get any distance going, back end swings out. And across the canal I go. So again, forward gear. Let's bring it round. This is taking a bit of a while, but like I've just got to do it this way. Back end swinging out, so again tiller over, forward revs, back into the bank, and more reverse. I am wondering whether this wouldn't be a little bit quicker, just use the rope and sod it. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to take all bloody day, and like either way, so why not just pull the thing? Could have turned the engine off as well, actually. Possibly a balls up. So I've got a diesel top up, and most importantly water, obviously, and I've got a bit of coal. Yeah, it looks brilliant, and it is brilliant. It's fantastic weather. It's not a heat wave, but it's bright, it's warm, it's fresh with the wind. Fantastic weather, love this weather. But of an evening, without the central heating, I'm using the gas rings on the stove, and they produce water vapour, so it's a damper heat. Hiya. I'm just going back there. I just had to get water, but no problem, but I'm going back. I've just been moored there, so rather than turn round, I'll just pull it. So but it's a lovely spot, isn't it? It's a lovely spot to have your boat. Honestly, I can see why you like it, you know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. I think if you grew up in a town, you're okay with it, aren't you? Sorry, it's a little bit harder than I thought. You haven't got any spare muscles there, have you? Hey, these ones I've got are no good. So there's the bridge. It's only, dare I say, 300 yards away now, so that's good. I feel like it's easier just to pull the thing. Just seems, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a way, sort of about a quarter of a mile or so, but you know, it's worth it. Right. So the boat's out by a foot or two, but I'm okay with that, because it means I'm not getting all the stray insects landing on the boat. This guy looks like he's coming to give me a hand. What an absolute legend. Oh, cheers mate, you come to give us a hand? What a legend. Do you know what you could do for us, if you don't mind? Maybe grab that stern rope and just guide it forwards. Sorry, grab the stern rope there. I'll bring it in. Yeah, just sort of keep the back end in a bit. In fact, If you were to hold the ropes, I might be able to just drive it. The problem with this, it doesn't go very well in reverse, yeah.
Try
at all. Well, you sure?
I'll keep you in, yeah.
All right, well, I don't want to cause you any unnecessary muscular stresses. That was my thinking, to be fair. About myself, not you. Yes, indeed, yeah. Yeah. Right. So now what happens with this is, right, it does come out. Whatever I do, it steers off. Yeah. So I'm going to cut the revs in a minute, let you pull it in, because it might be a bit too much if that wind gets it as well. Right, I'll just get a bit of forward revs going, so you don't have to pull. I mean, I like to see hard work, don't get me wrong, you know. I love hard work, I could watch it all day, as the old saying goes. But I don't feel as if it's my thing, you know. But you got no choice on a boat, have you?
Nah, you gotta make do it, yeah.
Yeah. You can't be a lazy bugger on a boat.
Definitely not.
Just doesn't seem to work.
It's all good fun, though.
No, it is actually, to be honest. And it usually gets you out and about in the sun, the fresh air. That's one thing you always get plenty of on a boat. You get
We've all got two softy houses and, you know what I mean, and apartments and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you know what I can't understand? I've been at this for about half an hour. No boats.
No?
Because it's been boats most of the morning, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad, obviously.
Yeah, seems like a hassle, but
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm just going to bring it in again.
yeah, absolutely.
Feels like it's going out a little way there. There we go. So, are people full-time on these, yeah? On these ones?
Sorry?
Are people living on these ones, yeah?
Oh, yes, they are, yeah. I mean, that one you just come past the fiberglass one. That's mine in the wides. We're just weekenders, really.
Yeah. No, the only reason I ask is because with being just beyond the bridge there, and with the traffic being loud, it's always nice to know there's one or two other boats with people on them, you know.
Absolutely, and they're very helpful here.
Yeah.
You get stuck with anything.
I'm just going to bring it in a little bit more. But, you know, so I always, if I can, I don't like to get in people's faces, you know. I won't moor right next to them. But if there's a boat 100 yards away, I always feel a bit safer, you know what I mean?
Well, that's it, because there's safety in numbers, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, because
You know, they know you're on your own.
yeah,
So it's just good to know there's a couple of people.
yeah, there's quite a few,
Yeah. Do you still work? Is that why you want your spot here, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a carpenter by trade.
Right.
All round really.
And you, so for work, like, it's handy just to have somewhere to park.
Yeah, well, I only live about 15 minutes away.
Oh, you were saying you're a weekender? I might just push myself off a bit. This bloody bike's a nuisance. Honestly, bike's a bloody menace. It's great, it's handy, like, I wouldn't be without it, but... Oh, big time, yeah.
You live permanently on a boat?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I retired about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I spent a year before then on it. So I've been aboard nearly 3.5 years now.
Oh, right. How'd you find it? Was you on, obviously it was only 3.5 years you've been on it?
But yeah, just 3.5 for me.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, you know. It's an amazing lifestyle.
It's interesting to nature, I feel.
Yeah,
I just love water, so I've been near water.
do you know? I think for me, hang on.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm not pushing away yet. Well done.
we go. I was going to try with the throttle, and I thought I might be in the weeds there. You know, when your prop's in the weeds, I'm always a bit wary of using it. Try and push off if I can. So this should bring it in. I'll tell you what, it's a palaver even with two people.
That's nice.
So I really
walk along, isn't it?
It is, it really is. I'm going to grab the back because I've left my mooring chains here. Not sure where, but I'll try and get on my mooring chain.
Up here?
Yeah. So, just need to find the buggers.
It's not near a bit, I think, aren't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have gone this close with you.
No, you're asking for trouble. Asking for trouble there. To be honest with you, I always try and avoid bridges in the summer.
Yeah.
Where are we? What was I going to say? Yeah, I was near the back here. Oh, there's my rear chain.
You got him there?
Yeah. So the front, this will tell you where the front is. You know, this is as close as I'd normally go to a bridge.
Yeah.
Like I found out the hard way. You just get battered. I'll just tie the back end on. Are you okay hanging on for a sec?
I am, yeah.
You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. If you don't mind just hanging on, I'll tie the forward end. Oh shit, right there.
Yes.
Happy days indeed, sir. You're an absolute legend.
No worries.
Yeah. There we go. Listen, I can't thank you enough. I owe you a beer for that one. Absolutely. Yeah, more than likely. And if you ever need a hand lifting any, you come and give me a shout. Yeah, you too, matey. Thanks again. Ta-ra now. Ah.